Hello! So today we're going to talk about primer, but before that, let's do an intro. Okay, so I got a request from my friend because I do have international friends out there, and they request me to talk in English because they cannot understand Tagalog. They can understand a little, but my YouTube channel or this video as well will not have a subtitle because I'm so lazy to do that. So, okay, I think that will be better if I will talk in English. So I'll try my best to make sure that my nose will not bleed. Okay, so today we're going to talk the primer. What is the primer? So primer, from the name itself, that means is a preparatory product. So I do keep a notes here with me. Sorry, I got distracted where I will look, so I should look here, somewhere there. So, okay, from the name itself, primer means a preparatory product. So primer actually creates a very, or like an extra thin layer between your skin and your makeup. So primer is best suggested to apply after you apply your full skin regimen and then before you apply makeup. Okay, so it also helps. One of the good benefit of primer is it helps prolong our makeup. And we ladies, we love makeup. Okay, some other ladies are gifted. They have very good skin, so they don't need to put makeup. But I don't have. So I love makeup and it makes me feel beautiful. So whatever makes me feel beautiful, I'm going to do that. I don't care. Okay. Sun smooths our skin. It also even our skin tone. Of course, there are some makeup products that will be for smoothing our skin and also like moisturizer. It smooths our skin, right? So also for evening our skin tone. Oh my gee, it's so hard to talk in English. Evening our skin tone. That's the function of the color corrector, such as this 3. Okay, so let me go ahead and talk to you about the primer. So primer comes actually with a different types, different forms, and different usage. So there are some primer that is only for your lashes before you put mascara to give you a fuller lashes or longer lashes. There are also primer for your eyebrow alone that will give you a full and also like, you know, this like strand thing going on, like how people are doing that. I cannot do that on my eyebrow. Even if I brush up my eyebrow, it will go this way. So anyways, leave that one. So they're also using primer for that one. Also, there are some primer which is a color correcting action. So those ones will, like, as for example, like there will be like skin discoloration. You came outside and the sun burned your skin a little, so you will have redness or some dark spots. So the color correcting primer can also lessen the appearance of that one. There are also primer that will help you, that will give you like a blurring effect, and also like a pore minimizing primer. Also there's a primer for matured skin that will like fill those fine lines in our skin, and also on this side when we smile, so it also helps. So those are different types of primer. Also in addition to that one, there are some primer that comes as a water form. There are some primer that comes, I don't have here the primer that comes in a water form. I do have before, but I'm using just the normal rose water. This is also a primer. I bought this one from INGLOT. This is actually the, what do they call that one? Sunflower oil. This one, it hydrates my skin, but not to the extent that it will make my skin very oily. So this one is a good one, especially for my skin, which is very oily. They do have another type of this one, which is another thing for dry skin type of people. So they have that one. And okay, so before we go through that thingy, I'm going to talk to another question on how do you know what primer to use. So mostly us, we, especially those people who started to love makeup just today or just few weeks ago, so they don't know actually the use of primer or how they are going to find the best primer for them. So as what I can say, there are some primer that has different usage. So especially in this today's technology, it adds additional benefit. Like long before, primer is just a primer. Today, primer comes with a moisturizer, with a serum, even a sun protection. So okay, let's talk about illuminating primer. Illuminating primer can be used by all skin type. So skin type, we have different types of skin. We do have the matured skin, we do have the dry skin, we do have oily skin, normal, and the combination, which I do have, and that's what I can say is the worst skin type. Because it's so expensive to have oily skin. Because for me, personally, I will use a mattifying primer on my T-zone, and I'm going to use something that will be for my normal skin here, my cheeks. So that's will cost me more money than having dry skin only or having a normal skin or a matured skin. So the illuminating primer, the best example of illuminating primer is actually this one. This one is from Estée Lauder, from Victoria Beckham collection, and this one, it will hydrate your skin, plus it will also give you like a glowing look, and more like it will plump your skin. Am I saying it right? Plump your skin, whatever. So you can use this one alone if you have a very good skin, like the blessed skin. Bitter. Also, you can put this one together with your moisturizer, or you can put this one together with your foundation. It's all up to you. So the next one is color correcting primer. Color correcting primer can also be used to all skin type. So meaning to say, even me, I'm using them, especially if I go outside the sun or I went to the beach during vacation. I will have a darker type of skin, and some, like, I do have like a little bit of dark spots on my skin, especially when, like this one, I do have breakouts few months ago, so it's still, the dark spots are there. So my primer, my color correctors are there to help me. The color correcting primer, it's not as good as the color corrector, because the color corrector itself, it focuses alone on the thing that you want to correct. So if you do have a dark circle here, you're going to put like this one, the orange thing will be for a deeper discoloration in your skin. So like yellow undertone, redness in your skin, it's a different color. So for the green, I do have an example for this one. So for the green is to neutralize redness. So sometimes when I do have like new pimples coming out and about to burst, oh, ew. So I'm going to put this one, the green one. The yellow one, where's my yellow one? I guess I do have it here. No, I don't have it here. Okay, I do have here. This is more like a peachy yellow. This yellow one, it will help, or it will hide purple or blue discoloration in your skin. There are some people, when they are, especially those Chinese staff that I am working with, they do have, like, you will see when they're so white, you know, you will see some veins coming out on their skin. My sister, she's a good example for that one. She's so white. And the purple, it eliminates unwanted yellow undertone. So for me, I am using this one. I love this one. Maybe I will purchase this after I finish this one. This is actually from Beckham. It says here, first light priming filter, instant complexion refresh Okay, so the pink one as well is, it will mask it will mask the signs of fatigue. So sometimes we do have overtime at work, in the airport, they will ask us to do stock count or overtime, so we need a pink color correcting primer. Oof. Orange, it also hides deep discoloration like I told you, and blue, it neutralizes orange discoloration. Unfortunately, I don't have blue color corrector here, so this one I bought from Wet n Wild and serves good one. There is also primer like what I told you, that comes in a water form. This one can be used as well by all skin type, and especially oily skin. I guess when I don't want to put makeup, I'm just putting a water primer before, which I bought from Smashbox. And also MAC, they do have before, that's the Fix Plus, you can put it as a primer as well. This one is the primer water. It's actually very lightweight, especially very handy as well, and it also prolongs makeup, you know, but in not as much as the cream or the oil type of primer. So there's also one more, which is the hydrating primers. This one, the hydrating primers, this one is also hydrating primers. So there are some as well, like the pore correcting. So hydrating primers, it has the how will I say that? Hyaluronic acid. Yes, hyaluronic acid for deep hydration, plumps the skin and eliminates and hides fine lines and wrinkles, you know. We're getting old. And the last one is the mattifying primer. So I do have the mattifying primer. This oil is also one of the mattifying primer that I have. This UD Urban Decay primer, the pore or shine control, pore minimizing and mattifying. This is also one of them that I have. I also have, what else? This one of my favorites, Smashbox, the original photo finish. This one is also one of the best mattifying primer that I have. Also, this is the number one. It's almost finished. This is actually from Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Base Mattifying Primer. So this one, I'm using this one, you know, before I found this one, I was using before, what is that? I forgot the brand that I was using, but I don't want to mention it anyways. So I was using as well one brand that I bought from Sephora, and that one, it is a silicone base primer, and I don't like how it applies on my skin, especially when I'm applying makeup on top. So okay, I already talked about this one, but how are you going to apply the primer? Okay, so primer, like what I told you, you have to apply that. It creates an extra thin layer between your skin and your makeup. So of course, you're going to put first your skin regimen. Make sure that you have a clean face. Like when we are painting, right? You need a very clean canvas. So you wash your face, put a toner on it, cream or a serum. So you put the serum and the cream, let it dry, and then that's where you're going to put the primer. For the primer, it is the best suggestion to wait for the primer is like 1 to 2 minutes. So for example, this one, it can easily absorb by my skin. Also this one. So just 1 to 2 minutes, right? So while you're waiting for your primer to dry on your skin, you do your eyebrow. For me, for my eyebrow, I'm not putting primer anymore, so I don't need to prime my eyebrow too. So I'll do my eyebrow and then I'll wait for my skin to dry, and then that's it. I'll do my foundation. Okay, so now we are going to do the primer sample. Okay, so I have here with me my palette for my foundation, and I have here my brush and my beauty blender, the dirty one. Shut up. So okay, I will use this one since it's my favorite. So as you can see here, see, I have this one. Okay, so I'm going to put my primer, the oil one. You know, when I first bought this INGLOT oil, I am very skeptical about that one because oil, you know, as for me, I feel scared to use oil because I'm already oily. Sometimes I become very oily. So, and then I'm going to put an oil primer. Hello. And then the lady says, no, I'm using this one. Just try this one and you're going to buy the next time. And then now I almost finished this one. Actually, I bought this one while it's on promotion. That was back on December, I guess, or January. They had this buy 3 get 3 for free, so I grabbed the opportunity. So I put here my oil, and then I'm going to put my Smashbox. Okay, so just very thin. You have to apply a very thin small amount of primer only and apply it by your hands. There are some professionals who are using brushes or who are using sponge to apply foundation or to apply primer to their client, but personal use, you can just use your hand. It's actually much better. I prefer it better because you can control how much you're going to put on your skin, or if you apply it evenly to your skin. So use your hand. No, don't be maarte. How can I say maarte? Anyways, okay, so this one is still there. I have to wait for this one, but this one, since that this is like mattifying primer, this is also mattifying primer but in oil form, so I have to wait for this one for a minute or two. Okay, you cannot cover everything. That's why I'm telling you, use brush first. Okay, I'm going to use brush, okay? because I'm going to finish my foundation. It's so expensive. See? So that's all. That's all I can share. I'm just going to... No anymore. Ah, by the way, I want to add this one as well. For my eyelid, I was using before a Benefit product to put like the primer for eyeshadow. I got it from Benefit, and then I switched to this one because this one is, it will save more money. Yes, it will save more money because this pot, it takes me, I think, more than a year to use. Yes, they said that there's expiration for a product, but you know, there are some brands that I feel like it's already expired because when you smell it, it gives you a different smell. So I know that it's already expired. But this MAC, I don't know what preservative you're putting. So that's why it's very strong. A lot of people are saying MAC product, they have strong ingredients that they're putting. But anyways, this one saves my money, so it's okay. So I was using this one and it's almost finished. I was using the soft ochre. Yes, that one. And then sometimes, most of the time actually, I am using this one. This one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is actually a concealer, but I'm not using it as a concealer because it's too white for me. Why? I don't know. I pretend that I'm so white, but I'm not. So okay, that's all. So that's it, guys. Hopefully I help you decide what primer you will use for your skin, especially those newly makeup lover or makeup enthusiast like me. So you don't have to buy all of those to know, but you know, just trial and error. I've been there than that, so it's okay. So hopefully I discussed to you what's the use of primer, the benefit, and how you're going to apply that. So that's all. Thank you.